This is TWiT.
Hey, when you talk to the FCC, did you ask them about Comcast? Comcast.
Oh, this story.
Comcast is complaining. So, the FCC has this new Broadband Facts nutrition label they want all broadband companies to provide with clearly labeled pricing. Monthly fees, one-time fees, early termination fees, speeds provided. The kind of stuff you would want to know as a customer.
Yep.
Comcast is not happy. It filed last week with the FCC saying, well, we're working diligently to put in place the systems and processes necessary, but this is hard. Two aspects of the order can pose significant administrative burdens and unnecessary complexity in complying with the broadband label requirements. They don't like the rules. Now, we know why they don't like the rules. They know how much they charge. It can't be that hard. They send you a bill. They know what it costs. But apparently,
it's the same argument the carriers made about broadband mapping when it was first proposed in 2008, 2010. They were like, oh, this data is too onerous and we don't have it and blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, oh, it'll be competitive information. Yeah, this is the same BS thing that they always do.
The FTC was required to implement this rule by Congress in 2021. FCC approved label rules last November, but didn't set a date for them to take effect. They're subject to a federal OMB review because of the requirements of the U.S. Paperwork Reduction Act. Medium and large ISPs would be required to comply 6 months after the OMB review completes. Small providers would have a year to comply. I wonder if we'll ever see these broadband nutrition
We
labels.
will. It'll just be so, and by then, I don't know how they'll change it. So they'll probably change their fee structure. I'm not even devious enough. They'll basically change their fee structure to not have to.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The problem is that Comcast advertises a low price.
Right.
But that's not what you're going to pay on your bill, because when you look at, there'll be the low price plus all of these little fees.
Yep. Cell phones.
Made up fees, resort fees.
And they do it.
All sorts
and they
of
do
stuff.
it also. They charge different rates depending on what market they're in, because some markets are more competitive than others.
Yeah.
So if Comcast is going up against municipal fiber in Chattanooga, it charges lower rates.
Right.
There's a lot happening here, and you're right. They have billing software. They can totally send.
They know exactly what it's going to cost.
They can send it programmatically to the FCC. This is one area where I feel like our government needs to just change the way it does. I think these labels and transparency are important, and it's clear that the government is looking at them more closely. Like if you look at the FTC's resort fee issues and that sort of thing, businesses have programmatic pricing already because they have billing software. Most of them do. So if you can give access to that via API to a government entity, it's relatively simple. And B, when you change the prices and things change, it could automatically be reflected. And why the government doesn't demand something like this as part of these rules is beyond me, because what happens is these sorts of databases get outdated and
they already watered
Stacey's
the bill down. The label was supposed to appear on your bill, but Comcast got them to change that. Oh God, are they evil? The only good thing is they are losing customers like water. I mean, it's just pouring out of them. And
well, that's not true. They're losing cable customers, but they're not losing broadband
internet.
customers.
That's right. Yeah, because you got to have internet.
Yeah.
Leo, Comcast cares.
Yeah. Frank left, right? Frank's not there anymore.
Where is Frank now?
He went somewhere. So Frank, I can't remember his last name, was the guy on Twitter who was
Eliason.
Eliason was the Comcast Cares account. And so he was answering and turned Comcast into a nice, warm, fuzzy
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And then he left for a better job.
Smart man.
Yeah.
You go to the greener pastures.
He is a consultant.
Yeah. Okay. Let me show you how I used social media to fool people into thinking Comcast cared. Music companies are...
He was probably someone... I mean, he genuinely did care. I think he genuinely was trying to...
Yeah. But it was kind of an uphill battle.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Tech Break is brought to you by ACI Learning. 30% of ACI learners are MSPs. Practice labs are the perfect place for your team to test and experiment before deploying new apps or updates without compromising your live system. Fill out the form at go.acilearning.com/twit for more information on a free 2-week training trial for your team.